At the ASH 2017 meeting, we saw the results of a very interesting triplet of atezolizumab, which is a PD-L1 inhibitor, with bendamustine and obinutuzumab. This study looked at this triplet as induction therapy. Everybody got 6 cycles of therapy, followed by a maintenance arm of atezolizumab given monthly with obinutuzumab given every 2 months. Very early data, but it looks like the overall response rate following induction therapy was very high, 80%, with a complete remission rate of 67%. The trial is still ongoing, so I think we're going to need a little more time to look at progression-free survival and truly understand whether adding a PD-L1 inhibitor to induction therapy and in maintenance is truly beneficial to patients. My colleague, Loretta Nastapil, at the ASH 2017 meeting also presented one of the first trials to look at pembrolizumab with rituximab in relapsed follicular lymphoma patients. In this trial, we saw response rates over 60%, along with complete remission rates over 50%. And although overall response rates were okay, it looks to me like the complete remission rate is much higher than what we see with pembrolizumab alone. Actually, the pembrolizumab alone data looks like responses are only around 9%, or rituximab alone in the relapse setting in follicular lymphoma. Again, I think to truly interpret the data with regards to whether it's better than single-agent rituximab will require larger studies or randomized studies. We saw results at the ASH 2017 meeting also with a novel combination of ibrutinib with a checkpoint inhibitor. These are 2 novel drugs that are very exciting and show activity in multiple different hematologic malignancies. In this trial, they looked at the safety of this novel combination along with early efficacy signals. It did appear safe to combine nivolumab with ibrutinib. The overall response rate was around 30%. Now, I think, to understand, like with other combinations, where this will lie will require greater numbers and longer follow-up of the trial.
Bendamustine and rituximab was recently evaluated in combination with idelalisib in a study that was published not too long ago in Blood Advances. And that combination actually seems pretty promising for patients. This was in the relapse setting, and it suggests that combining agents might provide added benefit, but the important thing is to make sure that when you're looking at combination of agents in follicular lymphoma, there can be a lot of toxicity. So I think it's really important that outside of a clinical trial, patients not get double or triplet combinations that haven't already been studied, because you can have a lot of unanticipated toxicity. Ibrutinib in follicular lymphoma, in and of itself, the response rates are modest on the order of 20 to 30%. So as a single agent, I think ibrutinib is not likely to be used, but in combination with other agents, I think it has the potential to provide additional benefit to patients with follicular lymphoma, and those studies are actually ongoing right now. Similarly, venetoclax as a single agent, surprisingly in follicular lymphoma, has not been as promising as one might have hoped. But when combined with Rituxan and when combined with bendamustine and rituximab, studies suggest that response rates are higher, and that maybe combining the agent with other things might really help it be more effective for patients. At the ASH 2017 meeting, Christy Bloom is presenting data on ofatumumab and bendamustine and bortezomib in patients that have high-risk follicular lymphoma in the frontline setting. And interestingly, there was really no difference in overall response rate or progression-free survival when you looked at each of those agents independently of one another. So it's not clear whether ofatumumab in combination with these other agents will be the new standard, but I think it's important to test novel agents in the frontline setting for follicular lymphoma to see if we can improve on overall survival and progression-free survival.